been watching some of the agents you've been able to bring over to Guide, and they are long-standing agents at certain franchises, and you've been able to just capture them and bring them over to Guide. Tell me a little bit about that and how you were able to do that.
So when we decided, and it was our team, it's always about your team. It's never about one person, but my partner, Chris Ha, and then my team I had of great leaders, when we were starting to really think about leaving, a great company that had huge success and going out on our own, we knew that I knew in my heart that I saw the vision for where we could be and how we could attract and support top agents and producing agents. So a lot of it had to do with creating the model that would meet their needs. And at the end of the day, my background from retail, in college, I worked as a server for 4 years. I'm a customer service first leader. And serving others is why I get up and get out of bed every morning. That's what drives me and fuels me. Pairing that with the most innovative solutions for agents when they need to have so many things to compete and be relevant in the market was our goal, to provide that as opposed to what was offered out in the marketplace. So that was really the foundation we laid, and then we kept telling our story, and then really we've grown organically by referral. Agents joining us, really being happy, telling their friends. So that's how we've attracted so many top agents. We made a decision early on that we were only going to hire experienced professionals that have a certain criteria level of business, and we've doubled and tripled down on that. It's been the right thing to do because that allows us to provide more resources for that group of people who, by the way, need lots of help too, and not take on not have a competing interest where we're bringing in new agents and training. That takes a lot of resources from brokerages, and a lot of those brokerages do that well. We say, go ahead and join those companies, but we are for the producing and top producing agents.
Right. And that works both ways because then those top agents collaborate with each other and even rise higher.
Yes.
It's a great concept.
Yes. I have when I meet with agents, I walk them through our deck, and I have a 6 bullet point why agents are with Guide. And it's a lot of cool things about our resources and what we support. But I always say the number one reason, one of the bullet points, is the agent community. We have the most incredible community of agents. I'm so proud to be in business with. They're lovely people and they are successful people. My criteria is always first, are they a good person? Do they have a good reputation? Will they play well in our community? And that's my leading focus before any other aspect of their business. So
100%. My company is same. We kind of look at the character of the person and will they fit in the culture. It's a big deal that I think it's not always about revenue and how much money they can bring. It's what can they bring to the team.
Yeah, that's
totally
right.
Agree.
That's right.
Well, I think the thing that to me is always really interesting when I look at what you're doing with Guide is my belief is, and based on experience, is when you try to install a tool, try to create a new service and a resource, the biggest challenge in our industry over time is adoption and like usage of a lot of the tools when you install it. What really creates the kind of the magic is when you have producers who use it and help you make it better. So whatever your idea is, you need the feedback of their usage of it to say, no, it works really well this way, but I need this added to it, or I need to tweak it. And that's where the magic comes. So you have this vision and idea of how can I add value or provide a service, but if they don't use it and kind of give you that feedback, you can never really maximize its impact.
Right.
And that philosophy of bringing on people that fit the culture and are producing is really creating the perfect storm of having the most people using the things that you're offering and helping you make them even better. And I think that's, in a lot of ways, it's a very simple concept, but it's very difficult to execute when you've got a wide array of people. So I think the idea has, makes sense, but the proof is in the pudding and the growth that you guys are seeing.
Yeah.
What's the most common thing you hear from your agents in like the first 90, maybe 180 days that they're with you, where you get that kind of like feedback loop of, wow, this is really working?
Yeah. Great question. So we have a very significant onboarding program with our agents that we are bringing to the table. Some of it starts before they leave their previous brokerage, just to get a lot of things laid out. A lot of it has to do with, so here's how I would describe it. You're an agent. When you show up to a listing appointment, you maybe have a really nice presentation. But in the modern era, when a client is trying to decide to hire a listing agent, what are they going to do? They're going to go on the internet and they're going to research that person. What are they looking at? They're looking at their website. Does their messaging and their story they're telling on the website match what the client's looking for? They're looking at their Google reviews, because it's right there. How many reviews do they have? And does it look, like it's maximized? They're looking at their, Zillow or some other place that shows how many sales they had, right? So all of these things are super important. What we do at Guide that's unique is we fix all that for them. So let's say I'm an agent, I've been around for 25 years, but I don't really know the internet that well, and I don't know how to fix it. Agents will go out and they'll try and find someone to help them. They'll hire a service, they'll talk to a friend, they'll try and figure it all out. We do that for them. So number one, we're helping them tell their story in a way that is that's consistent with when they show up to a client's home, right? So that's number one. Number two, most agents, this is a philosophy. This is kind of a loaded question, but this is a philosophy. Some companies, their brand is the primary, and the agent is seen under that brand decision as a salesperson. Other companies see the agent as the primary, and the business that the brokerage they join is the foundation. We are in that camp, but we take it another step, because not only do we help them and say, yep, you can have your own look and feel of your marketing, and you can have your own messaging and your own website, we also create all that for them. So that's why so many agents say your branding is great and your agents look so good. And it's because we own that design piece, yet we customize it for every agent. So there's a consistent quality control and look and feel. And so their marketing looks great. Their online presence matches who they are. So now what happens is the emotion that agents feel when they join Guide is, everything looks great. Everything I wanted to create, I have help now.